Hey, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another brand new video. If you guys are new here, my name is AJ, and today we have a pretty serious video. If you guys haven't heard, Alex has been accused of essaying someone, which is a very serious topic. Now, if you guys aren't familiar about the story, some girl posted a 20-minute long video story on TikTok, a story time video on TikTok about how she got essayed by Alex Pereira, the UFC fighter. And the videos were quite long, but it went over a lot of stuff. Now, before I get into my thoughts about these allegations, I just want to say, yes, they are very serious. And I also want to make this very clear. I know this is going to sound very biased on my opinion, but I just do want to state that if more information comes out on this story and Alex does get found guilty, then yes, I do think he should face the proper legal consequences. And if these stories are actually fake, then I hope that this girl also as well faces some legal consequences as well. I also want to state that I won't be showing any clips of her story in this video. I just kind of wanted this video to be my own thoughts about this. And so far right now, I just don't think it's really right to be giving her more attention, because right now it does seem like these allegations do lean on it not being real. But if more information does come out, I will let you guys know and give my opinions about that as well. Like I said, I don't want this to seem really biased. It's just that the statements that she was making just don't really seem to add up. It does seem like there are some truth in it, and then there are some stuff that doesn't seem totally accurate. But like I said, if more information comes out and there are further updates that lean towards either way about these allegations, I will probably post a video and let you guys know. But besides that, let's just get into my thoughts about this whole allegation that is going on right now. Like I said, these allegations don't really seem very truthful to me. She does say some stuff in her story that just doesn't really make sense in my opinion. She posted photos of her and Alex, but in her story she said that she doesn't know who Alex is and she didn't ask for the photos. So it just doesn't make sense to me. If you don't know who the guy is, why are you posting the photos with him? It could be 100% true that she didn't know who Alex was and he asked for the photos, but I just don't get the point of posting the photos afterwards. I also don't really understand how she would get the photos as well. If Alex was asking for the photos, wouldn't it be on his phone or one of his friends or a team member's phones, and then they would have sent it to him? And I don't know why she would ask for the photos if she didn't know who he was or didn't care about who he was. I'm just not quite understanding how she did end up with the photos, if it was Alex asking for the photos, or why she would want the photos anyways if she didn't care who he was. That just doesn't really make sense to me. But yeah, that's just one of other things that didn't really add up. Another thing was she brought up drinking, and Alex, I believe, was trying to get them to drink wine, which doesn't really make sense. If you guys are familiar with Alex's story, he did suffer quite a bit of alcoholism, and then he did sober up, and that did lead to his journey into kickboxing and where he is now. So he does mention that quite a bit. And yeah, so I don't understand why he would try to force other people to drink if he did have a past about him suffering from drinking as well. It just doesn't really make sense to me why he would do something like that. But once again, that could totally be true. We don't really know all the details. She also states that she can get security footage or CCTV footage of the situation, which if she can get, I hope that she does, because that will help her story a lot more than just her going on TikTok and talking about it. And by the way, I just don't get her whole idea of only talking to TikTok about the situation. She said it was just to, I guess, get it off her chest, I believe, but I don't know the exact quotes of what she said. But I don't know why she wouldn't go to the authority about this. This does seem like a very serious kind of matter. So I don't know why you just tell people online about it. I would also go to the authority and try to get this actually looked into. Also in her story, she talks about how she was scared of Alex and his team, which I don't get why she didn't just leave. I don't think Alex was really holding her hostage, or his team was holding her hostage. And I'm pretty sure they could have just left at any point. And that was another thing. She said that they texted Alex's translator Mel, if you guys aren't familiar with him, but they were basically asking if the night was going to continue or if they should just go home because they were getting tired. But that did seem like a good opportunity for them to leave if they were really scared about where the night might lead. So that's just another thing that doesn't really make sense for me. If you're scared of someone, why would you stay with them, and why would you try to spend the rest of the night with them? And because they were scared, she said that her and her friend that she was with throughout that night were telling each other that they wouldn't leave each other's side just for security reasons, which does make sense if you guys are scared of, I guess, other people when you have friends. I wouldn't suggest leaving your friends alone with them. I would also suggest getting out of this situation as fast as you can. But later on, I don't want to get into too much detail about what was going on in the hotel room at night. I don't know if YouTube would really allow that. But if you guys do want to see the videos, I'm pretty sure you guys can find them on YouTube, on TikTok, somewhere else. Like I said, I won't be playing any of the footage from what she was saying, but she did say that Alex got angry and sent his translator, his team member, and the other friend away in the hotel room. And I don't get why her friend agreed to that, and why the girl in this that was telling the story also agreed to that. She could have I'm pretty sure said, if my friend is leaving, I'm leaving too. I don't know the full situation, but if they said they weren't gonna leave each other's side, I would have thought that they would either leave together or stay together. But like I said, I wasn't in the room. All of these stuff could totally happen if more updates do come. I just want to keep clarifying that so you guys don't get upset about the stuff that I'm saying as well. Moving on. The next day, she also posted her on her account, and there were kind of photos that were very out there. I don't want to get into too much detail about that as well, and that doesn't really mean too much, anyways. So I just want to say that because some people think that is some kind of important information as well. She also did post some screenshots of text between her and allegedly it could be her friend. We're not too sure. I'm pretty sure it's just up for speculation. It could be anyone, to be honest. They're just kind of screenshots. But she didn't post the full information, which I think would be very important, to post the full information for her story if she does want people to actually believe what she is saying. At the same time, I don't think it really matters for her what other people think. I do think she should go to the authority if the stories and allegations are true, to actually get it investigated by a legal authority. Now, there are some little tidbits I do want to point out. I'm not really an investigator, so these are just really my speculations and my thoughts. But during her video, she did kind of seem like she was crying, but I didn't really see any tears coming out. Maybe she did do a lot of cuts in the video, so maybe she stopped the video before actual tears came out. But if you guys are familiar, this is kind of a tactic that people use to make their stories more believable. They kind of cry but no tears actually come out. So that is one way sometimes investigators know if someone is lying. But like I said, I don't really know. That was just something I noticed when I was watching her story. I also don't know how true this is, but I seen a screenshot of her saying that the exposure she's getting off of this is kind of paying well or something like that. I don't know how true that is, just like I don't know how true the screenshot she posted is. Now, the two last things I want to mention are kind of a little more sensitive. They're a little bit about what was actually happening that she mentioned in her story. But she said she was scared of Alex, but she still was willing to get in bed with him to cuddle. And that was just something that didn't really make sense to me. And it also, I guess, didn't really seem to make sense to her either, because she just couldn't find the proper way to describe it or explain why she did what she did. She did try to say that it might have been because of some trauma that happened in her past, which is something that could totally be true. Maybe she thought this might help her trauma, or because of her trauma it led to her just getting in bed with him even though she was scared of him. But that was just one thing that was a little hard for me to understand why she did what she did. But even in her story, it seemed like she didn't really fully understand that herself. She also mentioned that she kept moving Alex's hand because it was going in places she did not feel comfortable with. And I also don't know why she was just moving his hand and not just removing herself from the situation. She did try to say it might have been because of the trauma that she experienced in the past, which could totally be true. I have no idea, but that was just something that I didn't really fully understand. Now, the last thing was that she said the whole time that Alex's translator was the way that they communicated with each other, and until everyone left the room and it was just her and Alex, that was when he finally said something in English, and it was a very interesting thing for him to say in English. I'm not really sure why he wouldn't have talked to her in English before, or why that was the only stuff that he said in English. Either way, that could all totally be true. It was just something that didn't really make sense to me. And during her video, when I was watching it, it did seem like she slipped up a little bit on her story, and she had to try to catch herself. So that's when she did try to say that. These are all just my opinions and thoughts about the whole situation. I'm not going to be showing any of the footage from her story because I don't want to be giving her any exposure, whether that is for her own benefit or people harassing her. But yeah, if you guys want to find the videos and watch it and get your own thoughts and opinions about what you guys think about the whole situation, I would highly recommend that. It's very important for you guys to think on your own and get your own conclusions about these stories, especially when it's serious like this. But yeah, that's really about it. We can't really get a conclusion from the information that we have so far. Hopefully more information does come out that will help give us a better conclusion and a better understanding of everything that is going on. I do hope legal authority kind of does get kind of involved with this, whether that is to prove her right or prove her wrong. Either way, I think the proper legal consequences should be faced for either party and these allegations. But that's about it. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, your thoughts and opinions about the whole situation. And once again, if you guys want to watch the videos, they are there on the internet somewhere, and you guys should get your own thoughts and opinions about these situations. But yeah, I'll see you guys on the next video. Don't forget to hit that like button, smack that subscribe button as well, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Don't forget to stay fresh.